Hello.
Hi, good Deb.
Hello, how are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Okay. I cannot see any picture today. What happened?
No one's really showing anything yet. People are still kind of, trickling in.
Okay, okay, all right, okay. So then, so people, you're going to start maybe 10 minutes late?
I mean, hopefully not that late, no.
Okay, all right, okay. That's fine. How's everything for you? Family and
Everything is
everything?
good, thank you.
Okay, God bless you.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, you're doing good job.
Thank you.
Okay. How are you, Marcelo? Hello, Lucy. How are you?
Good, how are you?
How are you? Everything good? Good.
Hi, Alton.
Oh,
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
hey.
Not that much battery power, so I guess I'm gonna have to do some.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
How you doing, Mr. Chin?
Okay.
Hey, how are you, everyone?
How you doing, good?
Okay. Very good.
The meeting hasn't started yet, has it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, not yet. Marilyn is having some technical issues.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Steve.
No problem.
Everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
you
I'm
doing,
so
Marlene?
sorry. I was having so many problems. I had to just go on my phone.
I'm on my phone, and I don't know how long I'll be on it, only because I've been on it all day, and it's pretty low on power. So I'm gonna have a problem pretty soon.
I know, and I had to charge it. I was so upset because I've been trying on my laptop, and I don't know if it's my laptop or if it's WebEx, but I just couldn't get on. So I'm on my phone now. I hope everyone can hear me. It looks like we
Can
have
hear
a
you. Hi.
Yeah, we
hello,
can hear you.
everyone. Perfect. I see we have some members on right now.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
Good evening, Lara. Christina, are you on by any chance?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, do you think we have a quorum or not yet?
I think so, actually.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have like 27 people, I think. So yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
Okay, so we can start the meeting then.
Mm-hmm.
So call to order, December 14th, Community Board 4 meeting. Welcome, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And of course, there's so many wonderful holidays coming up. Can you guys see me by any chance?
I cannot see you right now.
Can't see me. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this WebEx today. This is
I
like,
can see myself, but I cannot see you.
you can't see me. Okay.
Yes, as Leanne said, we could see you up until a couple of minutes ago. Mary Elena, maybe you hit the stop video button by mistake?
How you doing, Matthew?
Good, how are you, Lou?
Okay,
I'm going to leave the meeting and come right back in if you guys don't mind.
sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
So how's the Lou? How you're doing everything?
Oh, it's interesting.
So you're working from home?
No, I've been going into the office. You know, we only stopped for like 2 or 3 months
Yeah.
into the COVID. Back in June of last year, we already went back to the office some days a week.
But you got a booster, right?
I have. I can't speak for other people though.
No, no, I already got 3. I have the booster and 2 other one. I got it. I can afford old person.
I'm back in. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, so let's start the meeting again. All right, so since we said we have a quorum, I'm going to start the attendance first. Chao Chung Chen, Yi Chen.
Yes.
Oh no, is Yi Chen, I believe Andy Chen here? Okay. Linda Corral. Lorena Diaz.
Here, hi, how are you?
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, and board members, if you have anything to say at this time, you have the 2 minutes. And then after this, we'll vote on the minutes from the November 9th meeting. Michelle Dudson? Michelle here? No, okay. Ari Espinal? Leanne G. Bally?
Here, and congratulations to the New York City Football Club for their win, our city champions. Wanted to recognize them, and happy holidays, everyone.
Dan. Maria Elena Giampino here. Kristen Gonzalez? No. Lara Gregory?
year, Madam Chair, and I want to take this opportunity to greet everyone a happy holidays. And also, that's not a perfunctory greeting at all because Christmas is, I mean, holidays are huge in my family. But I also want to thank each and everyone who's made me joining the community board a lot easier. Of course, that's Chair Maria Elena, and for the past few months, and the chair of our safety committee, Lucy Chilero. And of course, I'm Christina and I'm Christian. I don't know if he's on the call. Happy holidays again.
Thank you so much, Lara. Dipinjo Lama. Vincent Lasella.
Present, and just one thing I want to add, happy holidays to everyone. And December the 19th, the Silver Spoon Diner will be hosting a toy giveaway for Jim Galloway in memory of him in LaFrette. And my Queens United Lions Club and numerous community board members that are on in our Lions Club will be present. And if anybody would like to come out, help out, you can show up about 11:30, 12 o'clock and help distribute. Again, that's December 19th at 1 p.m., Silver Spoon Diner in memory of a very good man. And hope to see everybody there. And thank you. God bless everybody.
Thank you, Vinny. James Lisa. Salvatore Lombardo. Carol Mashusky. Sunil Mahat.
Hi, good evening. Just want to wish everybody a happy holiday.
Thank you so
Maria
much.
Elena, it's Carol Mahalski. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. Patricia
And
Martin.
Sunil is also here. Okay, I just don't know. Sunil is here.
Oh, yes, I got you, Sunil. Don't worry. Patricia Martin. Sylvia Martin.
Hello, everyone. Happy holidays to everyone. And next week, Christmas Eve, I'll be celebrating my birthday.
Happy birthday. Wow.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. You have a lot to celebrate. That's wonderful.
Yes. And blessed.
Yes, yes. That's, oh, wow. I didn't know that. So if anyone has anything to, Sylvia, wish her some birthday wishes in the chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Matthew McElroy.
Hi, present. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy birthday, Sylvia.
Thank you, Matt. Ravenia McGowan. Okay. Jose Murillo. Edgar Moya. Okay, Ruby Muhammad. Sandra Munoz.
Here. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you, Sandra. Gurdeep Singh Narula.
Present.
G. Oliver. Georgina Oliver.
Present for G. Oliver.
Okay, great. Thank you. Georgina? No, okay. Alexandra Owens?
Georgina's around. I could speak to that.
Oh, is she on the phone?
She's around. Her audio may not be working.
Okay, but she can hear us.
Yeah.
Okay. Alexandra Owens?
Here.
Shrima Pandey?
Here.
Guru Panthi? Alexa Ponce? Lindsay Quartini? Ryan Ramirez? Ashley Reed?
Hi, good evening. I'm here. I want to say happy holidays and also congrats to all the board members who are also members of the Queens United Lions Club. I was at the chartering ceremony last month, and I want to say you guys did a great job. And you guys are doing, I see you guys are doing good work in the community. So congratulations, and I hope to work with you guys soon.
Thank you, Ashley. Dr. Rios? Christian Romero?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm here.
Thank you. Clara Salas?
Good evening, I'm here. Happy holidays to each and every one of you. And a safe and happy New Year. Thank you.
Lucy Chalero? Okay, Red Sevilla? Ergen Sherpa? Alton Derek Smith?
I saw him before he was here.
He's here.
Maybe he went off.
Yeah, maybe he went off.
Oh, I see him. This is Matt. I see Derek, and he's talking, but not making any noise.
Okay, so Alton's probably here then. He's just not on, like, presently looking at us. Gregory Spock? Dewan Tariq? Oh, I see Alton now. Alton, do you have anything that you want to add?
No, just to say happy holidays to everyone.
Thank you, Alton. Dewan Tariq? Marcello Testa?
Happy holidays.
Thanks, Marcello. Deshaun Sering? Lou Walker?
Present, and happy holidays to everybody.
Thank you. Yiling Wang? Minwen Yang? May Yu? Okay, and I'm going to go back. Pat Martin, I see you on here.
Yes, I had problems with my, with my volume. So I am here, and happy holidays to everyone. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Okay, so we have 25 present. So I believe we have a quorum. Okay. So just for the interest of time, because I know I got on late, I just want to vote right now, since we have a quorum, on the November 9th meeting, on the minutes from that meeting, the last meeting. Did anyone have any issues with it? Any changes?
Make a motion to move to accept the minutes as presented with November meeting.
I do the second.
And seconded by Pradeep. Okay, thank you. Everyone is in favor?
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
any
all in
abstentions?
favor.
Perfect. Okay, the motion passes. Minutes have been accepted from the November 9th meeting. So I am going to give a report for tonight. Christian is still on leave dealing with some personal family issues. So he won't be giving his report, but I will definitely be giving mine now. And I want to thank you all for joining. It's the last meeting of the year. I know it's been another tough year for a lot of people. It's really been 2 tough years. Last year, of course, with COVID. This year, still battling COVID, and just the storm that we had. It's just been so much that's been ongoing for the past 2 years. So I know we're all hanging in there and doing the best we can, and I'm hoping that next year is a better year all around for everyone. I definitely want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and happy, healthy New Year ahead. So there's been a lot recap since our last meeting in November, and just want to go over a few things. It seems like a while. I think because our meeting's a little bit earlier in the month, but it just fell later this month. So the 110 Precinct Council, we did have that gala last month, and it was a beautiful event. It was well attended, and some of the community board members were there. Lara, Clara, of course, Michelle. So it was great to see everyone and also support the 110 Precinct Community Council. Also, I want to just, we had, a lot of holiday and community events going on this month. So the special one that I'm always involved in every year with Councilmember Drum, Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz, CB4, of course, the Newtown Civic, Elmhurst History, Elmhurst Book Swap, and Queens EDC. We sponsor tree lighting events every year in Elmhurst. And we started out with one, and now we're kind of growing, and we had two this year. We had one at Veterans Grove Park, which was on November 23rd. So that was a very nice event, very well attended. And the tree is still in the park if anybody wants to see it. And then we had our December 1st, which was the very big tree lighting event we have every year in Elmhurst. And that was at Moore Homestead Playground. And this was our 7th annual year, and that went very well. It was our biggest attendance, the biggest of a tree lighting ever. So it was just amazing. If anybody was there, it was beautiful. I'm sure that everyone has gotten these notices by email from the board. We blast all these notices in the recaps, just email blast regularly, and just look out for it. I can open it up, and usually there's a flyer and information. But it'd be nice to see more people there from the community board. I know Sohail came to the Veterans Grove one, and a few people for the Moore Homestead. But yeah, it would be nice to see everyone at these very festive, happy events. The other thing is I want to thank EDC and Will McCarthy, because we have a beautiful snowflake light banner on Broadway right next to the Moore Homestead Playground. And we usually have a Welcome to Elmhurst light sign there every year during the holiday season, but we had some issues with that sign this year, so we have a nice snowflake one instead. And hopefully next year we can work with the incoming council member, Christian Shaker. We can bring back that Welcome to Elmhurst sign. So if there's any other community events going on in the community for the holiday season, you can always send them to the board office, and we can put them on our social media, and of course in the email recap from tonight's meeting. I also want to thank all the committees who helped with the needs statement and everything that we voted on last month. We did submit that, and we haven't received the finalized copy yet with the responses yet. But once we do, we will be sharing that with everyone. So I know we've been on top of that, and we haven't received that yet. I also hope that that people are looking at the email blast, because we have some important things in there that we send out. Like I know Ashley's probably going to touch on this a little bit later in her report, but like tomorrow there's an online Zoom meeting for William F. Moore Park in Corona. Parks Department's looking for questions, ideas, and input, basically. So Ashley will touch on that later. But all this information is so great, and you can really get involved and participate in community planning by attending these things. We also sent out, the board office sent out a notification for, they had a 5G design. I don't know if everyone saw that. So basically the Link NYC kiosk, they are going to create newer ones. We have them already in the community, especially along Queens Boulevard. They're going to be creating, designing, I guess, newer ones to, bring more into the city, and also the 5G antennas. So we did send out a notification that there was an opportunity to attend that meeting. There is also an opportunity to still send in your input, any questions. You can go to nyc.gov/link5G. So it's very important, because, that's going to be affecting every community citywide, basically. So it's really important that you take a look at that and give any input, any questions, any feedback. I believe they're still taking feedback on, if you send it in online, but that meeting had already passed. The other thing too is those things are super important, because that came to us, I believe, to the community board 4 or 5 years ago when they first rolled out that program. And the kiosks, you can see them on Queens Boulevard. Christian and myself, we worked very closely, and we gave feedback on the locations, which probably will be coming to us, once they finalize the design. So the locations that they gave us, we had issues with 2 of them. One of them would have been right directly next to a bus stop, and another one would have been right in front of very close to residential homes. So we had issues with 2 of those that they were going to install, And with our feedback, the community board's feedback, we were able to not, for them not to choose those 2 locations. So it is very important to keep an eye on these things and to voice our opinions, because we know our community is the best, and it's important that they take that input into consideration when they do something like this, designing and installation. The other thing I wanted to touch briefly on is, hold on one second, my notes. I attended the borough board meeting that was last Monday, and I know we voted on the open restaurant, the text amendment that we had. I don't know if everyone remembers that, it was like 2 months ago. And the DOT was also present at the meeting, and they are still basically taking into consideration all the community board's concerns about those open restaurants designs and the guidelines. So DOT is still working on it. They are adjusting certain aspects of the of open restaurants in general for the citywide. So it's still a work in progress, and we're gonna keep a close eye on it. But it seems that they are taking a lot of our concerns into consideration, which is very, very good news. So it's really important that that we always put our recommendations and we speak up. So thank you everyone for that. And that's the end of my report. I know it's a little bit long today, but yeah. So it's it's of course I want everyone to enjoy the holidays, but then once January comes along, I guess we'll see what happens with the status of the pandemic and the COVID variants. I know Governor Hochul, she mandated that community boards and different meetings can still be online until the end of January. So I don't know what's going to be happening after January. So I'll keep everyone notified on that. And then also I think we might have to have an executive meeting pertaining to these meetings, whether online or in person, depending what changes or what stays the same. So that's it for tonight for my report. And I'm going to move on to a report from elected officials right now. Senator Charles E. Schumer. Senator Christian Gillibrand. Congresswoman Grace Meng. Okay. Congresswoman Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Okay. Assemblyman Brian Barnwell. Assemblywoman Jessica Gonzalez Rojas. Assemblyman Jeffrey-Ann Aubrey. Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz. No. Senator Michael Janaris. Senator Jessica Ramos.
Sorry, I think I have Ocasio-Cortez and Meng. Hold on, they just came in. Kelly Wu.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kelly from Congresswoman Grace Meng's office. On behalf of the Congresswoman, wish everyone happy holidays and happy New Year. One thing that I want to mention, want to remind everyone that the FEMA has extended their application deadline for the disaster assistance until Tuesday, January 4th. So folks can apply it through their website, disasterassistance.gov, through their mobile app, or through their helplines at 800-621-3362. I also share this information on the chat, so Christina can share with everyone too. And then no major update other than that. If anyone have questions or concern, please feel free to call our office or email us. I will share again my work cell phone number, which is 229344501. And you can send us email to our general mail, which is New York 06 casework@mail.house.gov. I'll share the information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I have Michelle Luna. 1 second.
Oh, hello. Good evening, community board. Thank you so much. So I'll be brief. On December 4th, the Congresswoman stopped by the Flanders Field Veterans of Foreign Wars post number 150 for the Queens County Council's 57th annual legislative breakfast. Last week, the House passed the Protecting Our Democracy Act with 4 of the Congresswoman's amendments to curb abuses of presidential power and increase transparency and accountability in the executive branch. We expect the vote on the Build Back Better Act to take place between Christmas and New Year's. We welcome legislative questions and comments. The Congresswoman will be hosting a virtual youth town hall this Friday, December 17th at 1 p.m. This event is geared towards middle school, high school, and college students. The Congresswoman will discuss how we are working towards a safe and dignified future for our youth, as well as the opportunities available for young people through our office. She will be taking questions from the audience. I will share the registration link in the chat. And then, of course, FEMA has extended the deadline to apply for IHP assistance to January 4th. Please feel free to contact our office if you're experiencing any issues. And our office is hiring for interns for the spring 2022 session, compensated at $15 an hour. Spanish language skills are highly preferred. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Senator Toby Ann Stavisky. New York City Mayor's Office, Jessica Schabowski. Okay, Councilmember Francisco Moya.
His rep is having some technical issues. So she's going to share some information with me that I'll then share to the board later on.
Okay, all right, thank you. Councilmember Daniel Drum. Is anyone here from his office or no?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
No, not that I've seen.
Okay. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz. New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer.
Yes, James is here. James, you should be able to speak now. James Majaluso?
I see him, but he's not.
Maybe speaker is not working.
James, can you hear us? Oh, okay. I mean, okay, well, if James is not ready, then we're gonna have to move on.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, so we do have a guest speaker tonight. If whoever attended the last board meeting on November 9th, the end discussion with the open session number 2 for the community board members, we were discussing a lot of quality of life issues, a lot of concerns that everyone's been experiencing and seeing in the district, in our communities. And I know some community board members were talking about some possible ways we could work together and have some solutions to some of these issues. And a lot of them are obviously quality of life issues that we're having. So I thought it would have been a great idea to have a little section so we have a little bit more time to speak about it and maybe brainstorm more, but also to hear some information from the 110th precinct. So tonight we did have a speaker for Deputy Inspector Jonathan Cermelli, but I don't think he's able to join us. He was supposed to. I believe something came up. So I know Detective David Sapanieri is actually here tonight. And David, I don't know if you have any other people from the 110th. I don't know if any lieutenant or sergeant's going to be joining us, or it's just yourself.
No, unfortunately, no one else is able to join me, but I did speak to them this afternoon before the meeting. I have some information, some updates, and again, if we want to have that little conversation, whatever I can answer, I will, and I'll bring back to them and get back to you soon with that. All right.
Okay, great.
So
Yeah, so I guess your report and whatever you need to, to discuss, to talk about, and then we'll have a discussion after.
Great. So, really quick, we measure crime here in the precinct on a 28-day period. For the 28-day period, we're experiencing a huge increase in crime, 286%. And that goes to a grand larceny scam that everybody's been getting hit with, and I'll talk about that. But right now, basically, I really want to focus on is burglaries, grand larcenies, and grand larcenies of auto. Right now, we're seeing an increase in burglaries. That's still maybe because the weather is still warm, people are back to work. If you haven't taken that air conditioner out of your window, please do that. I know sometimes, we speak about this a lot, but sometimes old radiators are running and it's getting hot and you open a window, you run out, you forget, you're just inviting that burglar into your house. So let's make sure we're taking those crime prevention tips to safeguard our properties and we lock up our houses. And if you need any advice, we give free crime prevention surveys. We can point out a deficient lock or some kind of better way to secure your window or door. We can do that for free. We'll give you a printout of that. Same goes for any construction workers or any mechanics or anything like that. Don't leave your valuable tools in your truck. Make sure there's an adequate lock on that because if somebody breaks into a commercial vehicle, it goes down as a burglary, and that's why we're seeing an increase in that as well. And we'll speak more about that in a few minutes. But mostly is this grand larceny. We're getting hit with a Department of Labor grand larceny scam. So what happened was anybody that didn't qualify for benefits during COVID is getting a preloaded card from the government with up to $15,000 on it. And somewhere along the line, whether it was a skimming device on an ATM or there's a generic PIN that somebody has hacked the system, but we have taken over 200 reports in this 28-day period, which just skyrocketed our crimes. So these are all going down as a felony. And there's a whole process of reporting this crime. So if you have any friends or family members that are victims of this scam, Blackhawk is the agency handling this. There's 3 pieces of paper that you need to fill out, get notarized, bring it to the precinct. We'll fill out a report. We are very well aware of this. We have our financial teams looking into this, and many other agencies looking into this, trying to get down to the bottom of this and refund these people's money. So that is one thing right now we're experiencing a huge increase in. Also, well as the other online shopping, people are hungering right now with online shopping. You see that great deal, and you go and you make that purchase online. It may not be the most secure website, and people are getting hacked that way, leaving their credit card information out. Make sure you sign in and out of these websites when you're doing your holiday shopping. Make sure you're always in possession of your card. Would it be a bad idea to change your PIN word and password every once in a while, especially after the holiday shopping? We do suggest that. And then lastly, grand larceny of autos. We're seeing an increase in grand larceny of autos. Again, people are getting lazy, leaving those keys in the ignition, running in the house, running into the deli, leaving it in the street. You can't do that. There's opportunists around, and they're going to steal your car. All right. Invest that $150, whatever it is, get that auto start. It's going to save you. All right. We can't be leaving the keys in the ignition. We're issuing summonses for it right now to combat that right now. So please don't do that. I'm just going to talk about a few more things. If I have a few more minutes, these temp tags that we're seeing all over the place. Right. Texas, Jersey, right, Illinois, all these temporary plates, and one, they're not registered, they're not insured. If you get involved in an accident, they're going to run on you, right? They're taking up parking, they're leaving them there. We've been doing huge operations every week. Just for this 28-day period, we have 10 arrests. We're impounding the car. We're making it hard for them to get it back. So we are out there combating this, writing summonses, and like I said, making arrests. Holiday shopping, right? Everybody's out there holiday shopping. Please be mindful of your pocketbooks. Make sure they're zipped up. Be aware of who's around you for pickpockets, people following you, things like that. again, leaving these valuables in your car, please make sure that they're secured, put a coat over it or something like that. Let's not just leave stuff out in the open. That's an easy grab for somebody to do. All right, let's be smart. We have extra presence at both malls, Queens Center and Queens Place, during like peak shopping hours from 12 noon to 8 o'clock at night. There's cars driving around, moving traffic as best we can, and there's offices inside both these malls. All right. Two more things. Catalytic converters. The 111 precinct did make an arrest the other night, I think Monday night, for 3 individuals stealing catalytic converters. I am sure some of these are crime victims from here in the 110 precinct. So hopefully we see a decrease in these catalytic converters right now with this arrest made. That was a really good arrest the other night. With New Year's Eve approaching, we're going to be doing some SLA inspections into these nightclubs and bars, whoever is going to be operating. We're going to be, laying down some ground rules, make sure that people are not being overserved, and make sure that their camera systems are in place and up to date and things like that. E-bikes, same thing. We're doing heavy enforcement with the e-bikes. I know a lot of people are seeing these e-bikes. Our garage is still full with e-bikes. We take them every single day, and whether they're unregistered, even these gas-powered ones that come off, they look like an e-bike. You still need a registration and insurance. We're taking those. We have tons of them. We're taking them every day, doing enforcement in those. And then lastly, December 21st, Christine, I just sent it to you, and if you could blast it out, we're going to be doing a traffic safety forum similar to like this on Zoom with my captain Moran, the executive officer here at the 110 precinct. And again, you can ask any questions. We're seeing an increase in people on the road. Things are open again. At this time, last time, everything was shut down. There wasn't a lot of cars on the road. There weren't people driving. There wasn't too many accidents. But right now, we're seeing an increase. So we want to get that information out to everybody. And with that, if you have any questions, quality life, I agree. It's a big thing. And if anybody has any other, suggestions or things they want to bring up, we're more than happy to work together and resolve some of these issues.
Officer Sipinari, may I ask you a question? Lou Walker.
Sure. Hey, Lou.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
You mentioned on the templates that you made 10, you said?
10 arrests, yeah.
10 arrests? I mean, I walk the area a lot because I walk my dog and I'm all over the place. I could count probably about 50 of these plates. I mean, these things are all over the place.
That's just for the 28-day period. We also wrote 15 summonses for it, but you got to remember when we make that arrest, it takes that officer off the street for the time being. We are doing the thing. We're impounding the car. So it does, you're right. We probably could do 10 a day, but it's just with the resources and what we have available right now to do, we're chipping away little by little.
Are there any plans to do like they've done, I think, in both Brooklyn and perhaps it was the Bronx, have major operations where they gather several of these cars and take them at once?
So the big thing is storage right now. They shut down some of our towing facilities and impound locations. So the problem is the storage of the vehicles. So when we do impound the vehicle, they can only take 2 or 3 or 5 or 1 sometimes. So we do plan ahead and we make sure that they have room, and then they say, okay, we could do 10, we could do 5, whatever it is. That's why they're all over the precinct right now being stored. The community's not too happy about that, I'm sure, but that's the big issue right now is the storage of the vehicles.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. One more question. Did you say these cards have $15,000 on them?
$15,000 they got preloaded.
Why would anybody load that amount of money on one card?
It's because they weren't allowed to apply. These are illegal or undocumented immigrants that have not been able to reap the benefits of the
stimulus money, I guess.
Money. Thank you. The stimulus money. So all that money, I guess, equated to this number, and they preloaded these cards with $15,000. So some of these people, it was their first time using a transaction. They go and the card's empty. They're like, where'd all my money go? So some of these been hit anywhere from $15,000. The whole thing gets wiped out, or a couple hundred, a couple thousand. But for the most part, they've been getting cleaned out.
Are these people getting these cards before the individuals get them and removing the money? Is that
They
what's
still
happening?
have them in hand. So either they were a victim of a skimming device at an ATM, or or the PIN number. You know, I don't know how it was set up. They give them a generic PIN number, and then they say,
Right.
"Hey, go on this website to reset your own PIN number." And you know, somewhere along the lines, there's too many of these. I mean, the 115 got hit with another 300. We have over 300. 109 has 200. So I mean, we're talking hundreds, maybe thousands throughout the city. You know, so it's too frequent that there's some kind of common denominator.
Well, I think the police department could certainly use some additional help with all the added things that seem to be coming into your situation. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
we have a meeting with Catalina Cruz on Wednesday and our financial crimes to see how we can better combat this and you know resolve this right now. So we all working together.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you, Lou.
Officer Seminary. How about speeding?
Speeding?
Yes.
Do you have a location?
I live off of Christie on 96th Street.
Okay.
Cars are coming off of Junction, heading toward 99th Street.
Right.
When you're coming up 96th Street where it meets Christie, there's a stop sign.
Okay.
All right. Quite often, people don't stop for that sign, and there have been a couple of near misses as far as accidents because the guys coming off of Junction, they're speeding too.
Sure.
And then there are the people with the loud mufflers.
Sure.
They deliberately speed down 96th Street because they want to hear that noise.
Yeah, it pops off the buildings. I know we've written some summonses for that as well. I'm definitely going to take this information back to my traffic, but if you could please join us on the 21st for that traffic safety meeting, this is a great thing to bring up with the traffic safety.
And we think we have a house of prostitution on the corner of 96th and Christie.
Okay.
We're not sure, but there seems to be an awful lot of foot traffic by men in and out of that building.
Do you have an exact address?
Yes, but I don't have it right in front of me now. I
Maybe
have
you
it
could
in
get
a different
to
room.
Christina and you could email it to me. That would be great.
Okay.
We'd like to look into that. Thank you.
Yeah, the board office will help you with that, Carol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can get the address over to Dave. Is Carol, are you any other questions, or I can move on to some other people?
That was the two major ones I was interested in airing.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know Sunil Mahat, he has a question.
Yeah, thank you, Marilena. You know, since we are talking about quality of life, right? I have these questions regarding noise pollution in the neighborhood. Now, there are usually the same vehicles, and most of the time, these are the vehicles with the temporary registration from out of state. They keep making noises, you know, like those anti-theft alarm. They go on continuously, sometimes for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I have recorded one time it went beyond 15 hours. All right. So I called 311 multiple times. You know, I even try to call local elected office. I have some of them. I have a direct connection number, but there is not a whole lot nobody can do. And 311 told me that they will report it to 110, which is the local PCT from this location, because I also informed them, hey, 110 is the local PCT, refer this to them. So even after that, so many hours, I saw 110 PCT patrol cars pass by that same vehicle 3 times, and nothing happened. You know, so I was just wondering, is there anything that you guys can do on your end? You know, like stop by that vehicle, hey, check out what is going on, what is happening, or
So
anything
it's like
like that.
an audible car alarm going off?
Yes, anti-theft car alarm, you know, and it is getting to the point sometimes it gets very annoying, because and it definitely contributes to the poor quality of life, because it's not letting people sleep, you know, or just taking peace of mind, because it's continuously going on. As I told earlier, at one time it went beyond 15 hours.
Yeah.
You know, there are multiple people stopping by taking pictures of this car. I don't know if they reported or not. I'm seeing it
The
all
only way to
day.
really stop that is if you're able to go in the car and unplug the battery from it. I don't really know if we have authority to, you know, forcibly open up somebody's hood and pull their battery for a car alarm. But I don't know any other solution how to stop that.
No, yeah, no, you are right, because I have also even tried, because you don't know who you are dealing with. 311 rep told me I have to report to 110 PCT myself, right? And in this case, you don't know who you're dealing with. There are all sort of people, right? You don't
Yeah.
want to put your life or your family in danger because you don't know who you're dealing with. So I was just trying to find out, is there any easy solution to deal with this stuff like that? You know, because since we are talking about quality of life, it is.
We can see where the person lives. We can go to their house, tell them their car alarm's going off. I mean, more than that, I'm not sure what more we can do.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
David, I have one question.
All right, Lucy.
Okay, the food drive. I got the people are asking about it.
Yep.
Is this going for shelters or what is our churches? Can you explain
I
where
believe
it's going?
Thursday's the last day. We're gonna collect it and we gotta bring it to a location. This is with the youth officers. They're doing it for an organization for City Harvest.
Oh,
And
good.
it's more, you know, just we want to see which precinct can donate the most. It's going to go by
Okay.
poundage. So we have a big bin in front of the front doors, whatever anybody can drop off. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Thursday is the deadline. Thursday morning, you get us whatever you can get. We'd appreciate it.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vinny, I know you have a question.
Actually, just a comment. We were having an issue with the deli along 104th Street opposite the church. Just to make Lucy and David aware, we actually have a new owner, Mr. Miguel. He's actually taken away the downstairs where they were drinking, which was leading to a lot of the quality of life crime opposite St. Leo's. And then coincidentally, the deli on the corner of 104th Street also is under new management, and they've removed their illegal cigarettes, and they've stopped selling alcohol to the drunks, and also no more drinking downstairs in the basement, which was leading to some of the problems. And with David, I had told him at the 110 Precinct Council meeting, quite a few of us community board members are behind forming a coalition to address these vehicles, and I just want to assure everybody here that the community very much wants to be a part of whatever we do. So I hope we continue in the right direction of addressing these cars because it's just not fair. Other than that, David, great job with the 115 and the 110 partnering with the Slade Drive. And just thank you, NYPD. Thank you, 110 Precinct, and thank you guys.
We're going to be doing more SLA inspections, especially on these delis and bodegas selling to these intox and the men just drinking in the street. That's part of our mission right now within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can issue some summonses and we get a good partnership with the SLA.
Great to hear. Yeah, if you can keep us posted on that, Vinny, as well. If you said you formed some type of coalition.
Yeah, the end of the last meeting, we had said that we wanted to get a couple of the board members together. Going
Right.
into the holidays, obviously, it was a little tight with time. Lucy has reached out to me. Hopefully, we can all come sit down in a meeting and actually make it happen.
Yeah, keep us all posted on that. That sounds great. And also what the 110th is doing. That sounds great that we're on top of that. I think Alton had a question next.
The question, hi, my question is regarding the motorcycles on the sidewalk. Is it legal for the motorcycles to be on the sidewalk? They just be popping up from nowhere. So that's basically my question.
No, absolutely not. That's a 911 call. You can call for a reckless motorcycle on the sidewalk. And, you know, we will send the car immediately. That is the safety issue. They're not allowed to ride on the sidewalk. Bicycles cannot ride on the sidewalk. Motorcycles cannot ride on the sidewalk. These electric scooters cannot ride on the sidewalk. Those are for pedestrians to walk. There's a safety issue. That's a 911 call right away.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And Andy, you have a question?
Yes, just have a quick question. Because I've been multiple. There's a many community member been share with me. There's a little issue going on with the CC Mall Park, corner of Broadway and 45th Avenue, right there. Especially during the hour of 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. A lot of seniors are doing exercising right there, and they're being numerous of the time, or those are homeless are being harassing them. When they're doing exercise or doing their sports right there, and they just keep, picking out their items and throw at them, kind of like interrupting them. So I just raise that issue to the board and the 110 precinct. Be aware of that. If any patrol car right there, pay a little attention between those 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Got it. We'll alert Parks Department and Homeless Services as well, but we'll have a patrol car there doing it directed in the morning. Absolutely.
Okay, and then Alexandra, I think you have a question.
Yeah.
Alex?
On the topic of the homeless services, I live directly across the street from the shelter at Baxter and Baxter, Ithaca. And we've been having a lot of issues with definitely 2 people who are from the shelter, but also 3 other individuals who've been hanging out in our vestibule, on their phone, and in one case, somebody had knocked out the glass to the, next to the door. That same woman stole the cover from the radiator that's in the vestibule. Another woman had slapped one of my neighbors in the face. And we've been advised to call 911 whenever we see them within the building itself, but it usually takes an hour, 2 hours for somebody to come. And by then they're gone. But I was wondering if you could get homeless services down to the area or kind of work with the shelter and making sure that.
Which one is it? The corner of Baxter and.
It's Baxter and Judge or Ithaca. It's 8130 or 8120. Our building is 8131 Baxter. So it's directly across the street.
Okay, and the way you call that, sometimes you say it's a perpetrator from the past, that's going to go on the lower priority. But if you say it's a disorderly person, banging on the glass, breaking the glass, that'll get a more of a quicker response. But obviously the person has to be actively engaging in doing something like that. But if you do call for this perpetrator was from the past that did break the window, they're here now, it's going to go on a lower priority. If something bumps it up, then, but that'll get a quicker response for you. But absolutely, well, 81, I'll find out the exact address of the shelter. We'll call it in, no problem.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And Dave, going back to what Andy had mentioned, I know we get a lot of complaints with the Moore Homestead Playground because basically I know there's different groups that have music playing. They do some type of exercising and dancing. But the issue is that a lot of the residents that live in those buildings, because there's so many groups going on at the same time with different types, music, it's very loud, and the I guess the sound, is going directly into people's homes and their windows. So I don't know if that has to do directly with, with the issue that people are harassing them because they're upset about the noise. So I don't know if there's any way to work with the Parks Department on that. You cannot have all these different groups with all this music at the same time, that there needs to be some type of schedule, some type of permit, some type of schedule, because then you also, there's quality of life issues on both sides there, of course. And people who are living in, those buildings or, houses or whatever are being constantly bombarded with noise every day. So I don't know what can be done to really rectify that whole situation.
I will talk to them. There's no amplified sound in parks. They're not supposed to have any amplified sound. And that's the reason why, because if you did, it's just one big jumble of noise. It's music on top of music, right? So I don't issue any sound permits in the parks. We never have. We probably never will, unless it's one sound permit's going to take over the whole park for an event or something like that. But I will speak to parks tomorrow and let them know that we have an issue, and they need to do some enforcement. And I think that's a great idea, so that they do need to start issuing, maybe do some color coding or something like that, right? Today the orange section can exercise, and the yellow section is down there, something like that. But Yeah, you can't just have a free for all because it does lead to other quality of life issues. I totally agree, but I'll have a
Yeah,
conversation tomorrow.
Yeah, because we get complaints about that too, about like boom boxes and the radios, and I think it's all might be going on simultaneously with different groups. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that's definitely something, yeah, that I've heard. This has been going on for a while with those complaints. We
Mhm.
get it the civic, and we get it, various residents. So we have heard a lot about that. The other thing is, I believe G. Oliver or Georgina, did one of you have a question?
Yeah, it was Georgina.
Okay.
Georgina, are you there?
Hmm.
Georgina?
You write her question by any chance?
Yeah.
She mentioned something about a doctor being attacked outside of the hospital. I don't have any other details other than that.
We did see some increase in crime in and
A
around the
doctor was
hospital.
attacked outside Elmhurst Hospital. This is G. Oliver speaking. Yes, that happened last Thursday.
Yeah, I did speak to Jim, the head of security at Elmhurst Hospital. I didn't know it was a doctor. I mean, not that it changes anything. Somebody get assaulted is somebody getting assaulted, but he did let me know that he's seeing an increase in incidents in and around the hospital. We are doing some directed patrols. So yeah, we did speak about that. And if anybody knows that doctor, if he needs anything or a report number or anything from us, if he did make a report, just let me know. We can get that to him. Or her, I'm sorry.
Personally, yeah, we don't feel safe walking in front of the hospital right now since the increase of attacks in front of Elmhurst Hospital, and that goes for all types of staff, be it doctors, nurses, PAs, cleaning staff, because it wasn't just a doctor. In the past week, someone told me a report of a nurse and other people that things have happened to within the past couple weeks in front of the hospital, be
Right.
it like on the side, actual Broadway side that the hospital is on, or across the street in front of that park. Even waiting for the bus, like most of the hospital workers don't get off until late hours. It's
Sure.
all dark, and
Sure.
that park is not safe.
Okay. And most of you taking public transportation, or is it walking to the parking garages, or?
Most take transportation. That garage, people are on waiting lists for over 2 years to get a parking space.
Wow. Okay, yeah, no, I did speak to Jim the other day. He did raise a concern to me, and we are increasing patrols. And so it's mostly shift work, right? 7 to 7, like that. The change of shift, right? 3 p.m., 7 p.m., like that.
Not even just that. I mean, if you want to go out to get lunch even,
Okay.
we're now afraid because it could be any time of day or night this can happen. We don't feel safe.
Uh, we want you to feel safe, and we will. Like I said, I did speak to Jim. It already has happened. These last 2 days, you will see an increase of marked police cars, uniformed officers in and around the area.
Thank you. Today was the first time I saw that. I saw there was police outside.
Yeah,
So
question
felt a
for
little better.
Officer Saponi Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. Chen.
Yeah, this Zhao Zhongchen. We have been dealing with your building 110 precinct for many years, 13,
Sure.
14 years.
15 and a half years, yeah.
Yeah, that's an old building. And I think our community has responded for that. Okay. Then we never heard anything back from the NYPD. Are they going to do it or they are not? So if not going to do it, what the reason? Anything we could help or what?
Oh, I'm sorry. In regards to what? I missed the first part of your question.
Oh, the building's too old.
Oh, the precinct. Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing. I haven't heard anything. No.
Is any way we can, getting things going on.
Maybe we'll
We-
see
we-
with this new mayor, with the new administration, maybe they could build us a new precinct.
Don't hold your breath.
Anything we can do here, the community board for?
I know it's on the top of the asks every year when we do ask for things and budgeting. I know it's always a top priority, but no, we haven't heard anything yet.
But they're putting
Thank you for your
$6 million on the GFK. And why not they got the governor? He can give you some money for this kind of precinct. That's very important.
Yeah, we need it. We definitely do.
Yeah. Okay.
Good
All right. That's
concern.
nice.
Thank
He's
you.
a good guy. David is a long time. I saw him. Can we go further now? Everything is okay?
Everything's good. Thank you, everybody. If there's any other questions, you have a great night. Merry
Okay.
Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
And take care of your family.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you so
Detective
much.
Thank
Xavier.
you.
Thank you
All
for your
right, have a
time.
great night.
Good
We
night.
love you, Dave.
All right, take care. Have a great night. Hey, Vinny.
Okay, Vincent. Okay, bye.
Okay, great. So hopefully we can have Detective Sepigneri just come every meeting. Hopefully we can squeeze him in when we do the legislative the legislators. He could be at the end, but this was a nice way to just talk about openly about some questions and issues. So thank you, everyone.
And I'm always available. Anything comes up mid-month, just email me. You know how to get in contact with me, text me, whatever you need. I always want to be available, and we can make the NCOs available. We don't have to wait till once a month, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to be moving on now to we're going to have a report and a vote for Public Safety and Homeland Security Committee. Lucy, are you ready?
Yes, can you hear me? I've been having problems getting on WebEx. I'm using my phone, so can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, we had a quorum, and I'll start with a few things that come up at our meeting. Let's start with the new applicant, Forgo D. Chow Churrascaria. I hope that's all right. It's 9250 59th Avenue. And most of these have to submit what I'm going to talk about now, submit paperwork. Some of them are having renovation, and we don't give licenses that are having renovation. The next one is 79 Bar Los Amigos at 7916 Roosevelt Avenue, a Momentos Grill and Bar Restaurant, which is going through a corporate change. It needs to also bring us some paperwork there. When that paperwork is submitted, being that we've met them, we've already said yes in their behalf because they've cleared pretty much all our questions. So this way we won't tie anybody up. The denials, I'll go straight to the denials now. 8263 Bakery, this is the number 3 on the approval, the applicants there. That is a new applicant, right, number 3, and he wasn't ready to proceed. So anything that wasn't ready to proceed, we had to say no until they can come to us. Don Francisco at 40-52nd, 56 Junction Boulevard, that's number 5. This is again the renewal application, and now, new application. And Elmore Disco Sports Bar at 8514 Roosevelt Avenue, which is under the number 1 in renewal. And number 3 in renewal is the Consigo Enterprise. That's at 8218 Roosevelt. There was a number of assaults, and they weren't able to answer us. So all those 4 are going to have to come back to us. Approved was the Sushi on Me Mexican restaurant and El Puente El Capul. And that's about it. I did bring up something very important I want to bring to your attention. Our COVID numbers are rising in our neighborhood. I spoke to some of the EMTs and emergency fire department because I've been running out like crazy lately. Some of it is Delta. We don't know whether or not it's the newer one. So if anything, please, during this holiday, make every effort to take care of yourselves. And that's pretty much it. Anybody want to, approve, disapprove?
Yes, approved.
Gardip's approved. Who would second it?
Second it.
Vinny? Is that
Vinny,
you?
Yes.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Thank you so very much.
So everybody approves?
Yeah.
All board in favor? Okay, great. Okay, so motion passes. Thank you, Lucy.
You're so welcome. I'm glad I can get on.
Thank you. I know. I think a lot of people are having problems. I mean, I was having problems too, so I don't know if it's something with WebEx.
I'm starting to
Madeline,
wonder too.
number is, I don't have your number, is it? I need your in case I had to talk to you?
Gurdeep, are you talking to Lucy?
No, you, I said your number.
Lucy, could you get FEMA get more funding for our area's cameras on the street?
Oh my God, there you
Oh,
go.
we did put that in, Chow.
Yeah.
We're asking for cameras, but if you have a specific location for the next funding, give it to us so we can put it in. Okay, because I already got about 4 or 5 now. I hope we get them. They've been approved, but nothing's happened.
Okay,
But I think
good.
COVID is going to stop a lot of things now. We're behind financially in the city and state. This is why they're going to raise our taxes. So get ready.
Right.
Let's hope we can get something. But please give me the address, okay?
Okay,
All right. Okay. You're welcome.
Anything else, Lucy, or are you?
Well, he mentioned about the food drive, which I'm glad. If you don't mind, they want to make sure that it's like mac and cheese in a package, nothing in glass, like peanut butter and jelly and things. That do not get it in glass. Make sure it's plastic. And cereal. You can also give beans if you like, high protein or tuna fish. This is what they're requiring and asking for us to bring to the food drive. I hope that helped a little bit. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to committee reports. Consumer Affairs.
Good evening. Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Please
Michelle.
excuse my tardiness. I did have a little problem getting on, but I also was on another Zoom meeting. So we have not met. However, I will be in touch with them because I'm supposed to be getting the email addresses of the merchants over here in Corona, so that we was gonna Moya was donating some hand sanitizers, so that will give me an opportunity to go there, meet and greet them. However, I didn't want to do it alone. I have to involve my board, and so I will be contacting you guys to see if we can you guys can help. We can hit more grounds with more feet. So I look forward to speaking with you guys in the coming after this weekend, because we have a few events coming up for the holidays, and so next week should be a good time, and I'll send it to you in the email. Okay, and so then we will have a great report for January. So thank you guys and have a happy holiday.
You
too,
too.
Michelle.
Environmental.
We haven't met, but the next Q swab meeting is tomorrow. And I have received from them a copy of their bylaws, which I will forward to Christine, and it will be distributed so that everyone can look at them. And that's all that I have to report.
Thank you so much, Carol. That's helpful. Thank you. Health and Human Services.
We had a very successful meeting in September, and for technical reasons, we were not be able to meet October and November, but we in November and December, but we will meet again January 24th, and we have two excellent doctors from Elmhurst Hospital to give a presentation about the update on the current on the COVID situation, the variants, and answer questions and questions the board, the members of the committee and any board members to which is pertain may have for these doctors. And the last meeting we had, the first meeting was truly excellent. And it was really very, the information was very welcome by all the attendees. And I'm sure that the meeting in January 24th, will be a success too. Thank you, Marilena. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Clara. Parks Committee.
We did not meet last month. We'll probably reconvene after the holidays, but I want to reiterate what was brought up earlier. William F. Moore Park is in the heart of Corona, and we listed it on our news statement under continuing support. So tomorrow evening, Parks is hosting a visioning session where everyone's allowed to express their their opinions and what they'd like to see change and what they'd like to see happen in the park. So I encourage everyone who's interested to attend. It's on Zoom. It was included in the bulletin, but I'll post the link here. If anyone's interested, they can register. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Transportation Committee?
Hi. We have a meeting next Tuesday at 8 o'clock with the representative of DOT to discuss the current and recent DOT projects and issues in Ward 4. So everybody's welcome to join us for that. Thank you. Mary Elena, I'm finished. Are you there?
I think so. She is not here. Maybe she. So you are here, but she is not here.
Yeah. She's been having issues. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she has some issue.
I mean, I guess we can move on to youth until Marilena comes back.
The youth committee, we didn't meet up. We normally meet up like the fourth Thursday, and since it's Christmas time, so we're gonna meet up in January. We'll have a lot to report then.
Okay, and ULURP.
Good evening. On January 27th, I believe, hopefully we'll be holding a workshop. Workshop will be about community land trust. So, so we should be looking forward to that meeting. That's January. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, usually this is the second open forum session. Does anyone have anything that they would like to discuss?
Christian, I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we should observe the sadness of the people. They already died in the tornado in the Arkansas and other states. Almost about 80 people they died, and some of the children they are missing, and a lot of people they lost their homes, everything completely up to the bottom. We should be observe few seconds for those people who died, innocent people that died. And also, I want to request everybody, we should get, if anybody has a vaccination, and third is a booster, and they are providing a lot of places they're open. They can go to CVS, Rite Aid, other places. They are providing a free vaccination. So try to avoid the MCON, so which is coming very bad. If you have a vaccination, and you will be still protected and much better than other people. Thank you very much, and happy holiday for everybody. Happy Christmas, everything. Happy New Year's. So I hope God will bring us a nice next year, and everybody will be happy.
I'm sorry, guys. I got out. My phone shut off.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. Alton, did you do your report for ULURP?
Pardon?
Yes, ma'am. I basically said that we'll be having a workshop on community land trust on the 27th of January.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And did Sylvia, did you do your report for youth committee?
When you were cut off.
Yes,
Okay,
Marilena,
great.
we're up to the open session, actually.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I feel so
problem.
bad.
don't. I'm trying to hold on to 7%.
We all had these problems tonight. Any other board members have any statements they would like?
When I said something, which is maybe you
Yes,
heard.
I heard you, Gurdeep. I actually got in when you were speaking.
Okay, then we should observe few seconds for everybody. There's a lot of people that died, and a lot of children they're missing, which is a 4 or 5 children they're missing. That's very sorry. Those one.
I have something to ask. Does anyone knows when the Elmhurst post office will open? Because right now, people that live in Elmhurst have to go to the Jackson High post office or the Junction Boulevard post office. Does anyone know where it has been open for the past 2.5 months? It's going to be 3
Clara,
months.
we actually, the board office inquired, it was, I believe at the end of November, and that they said that they're still doing renovations due to the flooding that they occurred. And I know it's been a while. I think it's a bit, long to go without having a post office in the community, because it's very inconvenient. And like you said, they're going to the junction.
The junction, yes.
Right, exactly. So I mean, we could follow up again and see what's going on. But the last we heard that they were still doing I guess they had the flooding issue. Maybe they're taking the time now to do more renovations and update everything. I'm not sure, but it's been a while, so we'll follow up with that again.
Mary Elena?
Yeah, Christina.
I actually did speak with the post office yesterday. It is still under renovations. It sustained a lot of damage because of the hurricane. So they are still actively working to get it back into, shape so that it can reopen.
But they didn't give any updates on the date of reopening or projected timeline.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
Well, may I say something? The people that live in the building across the post office, I know some of them, and they have told me that they have not seen anyone doing any renovations inside the post office. And they go out every day and they walk that stretch of Broadway to go everywhere, and they haven't seen any people in construction or working doing any renovations. So it's like everything that happens in Elmhurst. I don't think we will have the post office open till probably May or June next year, or maybe never. So that's I mean, like, I have friends that live in the building, so they've been living there for a long time. Living there across the say, Clara, to tell you the truth, this is like the time when Elmhurst Hospital was declared the central point of the COVID epidemic, and they closed the post office, and then they didn't open it for about 5-6 months. I think they will never open this post office again, and then Elmhurst will not have a post office.
May I say something?
That yeah, who's
It's Lucy.
Lucy, right? Like
Okay, one of the things that I found out is that because of the damage, a lot of important mail was damaged. So they're trying to sift through that. These are what you call your home insurances, credit cards, and things, and that takes time. That's how bad the storm was. And I have a thing that's part of the reason. Who knows? Maybe they're even being sued. I don't know. But that is what I was told. Packages, private things. And unfortunately, sifting through that is like sifting through your own personal stuff that gets damaged. I know because we were flooded as well as fires. So that gives you an idea what you're up against. So I was told that they're still going through all that. And that could be what's delaying all this stuff that's going on. But we should get in touch, if you want my opinion, in touch with our Congresswoman AOC on this, because she helped me get the new tamper-proof mailboxes. And I think we should bring this to her attention to see if we can do an investigation of why things are taking their time. If that's all right with you, Clara.
I was just gonna propose, I think we should write a letter. The board should write a letter. Just saying that we're concerned, the community needs the location to reopen as soon as possible. And because they could be taking their time, there could be other delays. We don't know what's going on really.
Yeah, that's the right way. And also, Marilena, I have some masks. If they need some 100, 200, I can provide them, but that's not a surgical mask. Those are other masks, which are very sturdy masks, which is very good. So if anybody need, so tell me where I can deliver. Maybe I can give to somebody else about 100, 200 masks.
To donate. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gurdeep.
That's wonderful.
Also, I wanted to ask about the post office. I noticed that they have green mailboxes. Does anybody know why those mailboxes are green?
Mailbox are green?
Yeah,
Yeah, like you drop the
Matt.
mail in, they
Oh,
green.
no. It's Matt. My understanding is that the blue boxes are to drop the mail in. The green boxes are for the mail carrier to use on his or her route. So you shouldn't drop mail in the green, only in the blue. That's my understanding. I'm not sure, but that's my understanding.
You're
yeah,
right,
because it's
Matt.
neon green like the mic. I don't know if y'all mic is green, but it's that color green boxes now, and I didn't never see that before. So they distinguish in the two.
Yeah, exactly. I think some people are repainting them. So maybe they're making them like a more vivid green. I think that's what's going on. But Matt is absolutely correct. Yeah, that's what the green ones are for. But I think because also some of them are getting graffitied on. So I think people are going out and they're repainting those as well. So maybe the color is just a different green that they're using. I don't know. But that's
Marielena,
I know what
are
you're
people-
talking about. Yeah.
Marielena, is it possible people are painting the blue ones green and that's how it's possible to put mail in them? That would be bad.
Oh yeah, I mean that would be really bad if people, but people who go around the community that do the graffiti cleanup, they know, and especially
They know.
the prison, they know unless somebody's doing it like as like a prank or something, then that would obviously be bad. So I guess if we see any that have the slots that are painted green, we should definitely report it. 'Cause, yeah, I haven't seen that, but that's terrible if they're doing that. Yeah.
I haven't seen it either. May I just throw one other thing in? I'm not sure that AOC is the congresswoman for the Elmhurst post office. That may well be Congresswoman Meng. I'm just not sure exactly where the lines lie there.
I know that's a big problem with us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either Congresswoman Meng or AOC. So yeah, we could figure out which one the post office actually lies in.
Okay.
Any other comments from
It's
anyone?
okay.
No, nothing.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Again, I just want to again remind people December 19th of the event at Silver Spoon Diner, and just take the time to Queens United Lions Club will partner with all elected officials. We are not binded by anybody. We do not accept any money. Sylvia Martin's on our thing. Michelle Dunstan. We have quite a few board members. We're always looking for more. We love to help out wherever needed. And in 2022, once the library opens back up, the youth committee, the health committee will be focusing on a lot of agendas such as diabetes, the unspoken epidemic, among other things. So just consider Queens United Lions Club a partner of QB4. If you work with an elected official and you need volunteers, we're at 43 already in less than 5 months. So we're here for you guys. We'd love you guys to join us, but ultimately it's unity and community, and we'll partner with anybody is for the benefit of the community. And thank you, and everyone have a happy, healthy new year. Thank you.
Same to you.
Sorry, I just joined. It's Christian Romero. My previous congressional staffer ears were ringing when we were talking about libraries, post offices. Sorry. What is the exact address of the Elmhurst post office? I can tell you whose district it's in. Is it the one in Junction? Is it that one?
No, Broadway.
No,
Broadway.
it's the one on
Around-
Broadway.
It's
The
either
one by
70, it's either
It's probably like
79th
80
Street-
something Broadway.
It's the
Broadway,
one
right.
by Elmhurst Hospital. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's Congress.
It's still closed because flooding.
Yeah, that's Congresswoman Meng.
Congresswoman Meng. Oh, okay, great. Thank you,
Great.
Christian. Yeah. So we can get a letter, to her office, just voicing all our concerns.
Sure.
Thank you, Christian. That was very helpful. So any other comments or questions before we adjourn?
No question.
No?
I
I want to
can
wish everyone a happy holiday season. And
Okay.
we'll see hopefully see everyone in and some more board members. I know wasn't too many
Okay.
tonight
Thank
on
you.
the January meeting.
I can move on the motion to adjourn.
Sure.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you,
I can
everyone.
ask you, I need your telephone number. So then it's disconnected is the conversation.
Oh, yes, yes. Just dial in. Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a number, is it?
Yeah, I have the number for the dial in. I'm gonna try that next time. In case I hope I don't have issues next time.
No, I have not either.
Thank
I
you,
never had this
everyone.
problem before. Happy holiday,
Good night,
everybody. Be safe.
everyone.
You too. Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Be
Good
safe.
night.
Happy holiday.